Well, good morning, 432, 445. What you think? Yeah? You can touch my finger? Camera can't see it when you touch that finger. What this one? Huh? No? You gonna be a chicken this morning? What you? You did it. You touched me. I didn't touch you. You touched me. It's on you. 451, just chewing her cud like crazy. Do you want to say good morning? Huh? Almost. Almost. Within an inch. Anyway, I'm late. Ty spent the night. When she does that, she thinks it's a great idea to, let the pup sleep on the couch with her. So then the pups kind of disrupt everything all night, even though they're asleep. And then, of course, this morning, Rainey came out. Brooke brought Blakely out. So, and Rainey went back in. I didn't know she went back in. I don't know why, when Becky knows I have not fed yet, she lets Rainey back in. So, Red and Blue get a extra scoop of breakfast this morning, and Rainey gets nothing. Becky will feed her puppy chow probably. Anyway, chilly morning, mostly clear, and I hurt. Would have been nice to get more than about 2.5 hours sleep, but that's the way it goes. That's more light pollution you're seeing for color than sun coming up. But clear skies, fog down here in the creek bottom, which you really can't see on the camera. And that wire's still hanging where I left it last night. The cows didn't hook it up for me. Thought they might have done that. Anyway, worked my way over here and we'll go see Blakely this morning. See how she's doing. What you saying? What? What are you doing with my shoe and my boot? I wonder where my other shoe and my other boot are. Why are you taking them off of there? You know, that was Big Grandpa's chair for putting his boot on. Look at that face full of food. I'd lean down further, sweetheart, but if I do, I'm going to be laying on the floor. You want me to sit there? Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. Let me see what I can do. Good morning, everybody. Say good morning. Tell everybody good morning. Yeah, your clothes are on top of the washing machine, huh? And the door. Can you tell everybody good morning? Can you tell everybody good morning, or do I have to take it out of you? Yeah? Is that all you're going to do? Is that all you're going to do? When I came in, she was busy running. She wasn't in where I could see her yet, but Bampa, Bampa, Bampa. Huh. Who is that in there? Who is it in there? I know who's over there. Puppies are in there. And Blakely's here. Should we put you in with the puppies? Nah, we aren't going to do that. You'd spoil them too much. Two red ones like to stand up a lot. And the blue one, he stands up too, but he always has to lean on something. But the red ones will stand there without leaning. And she's still sitting there. You can kind of see Ty in my reflection. She's going to be headed back to the ER here in a little bit. I was going to take her because Becky's got to take Blakely in for an appointment here in a little while. But Ty got a hold of who she calls Auntie Mommy, Becky's friend Sue. She's going to come take her in. And Sue's pretty good at making things happen, so maybe something positive will happen. I don't know. And I thought it was a little chilly this morning. Fog's lifting again now. Yeah. The car seat has been in the back of Mom's pickup since we delivered steers quite a while ago. It needed to go back in Becky's car so that she can take Blakely in. I don't know how, but the right rear window on that was open a couple inches. No idea how that happened. But anyway, it's froze over. And even the rocks I'm walking on right now, some of them are a little slickery to step on. But yeah, that's why it felt cold this morning. I'm going to grab a few tools and go see if I can make some wiring happen. Although I still need to get a piece of conduit back there. Yay. Well, when you don't have a bender, use the vise. Go gently. And just brought it over here and cut it to length. Found an actual conduit clamp so I can hold something at the top. And go see if I can get a wire run through it and then go from there. A little less fog, ain't freezing now. Even though it's not much of a bright spot, it feels a lot warmer. So, it's got a message from Ty. The ER is so freaking backed up, it's not even funny. There's 30 people ahead of her. The one right in front of her is like a 12-year-old kid having an allergic reaction and nobody's even looked at him yet. I'm sorry, but it's freaking ridiculous. And, uh-oh, there it is. Looking for my wire nuts. So she's on her way back here, feeling like shit. Becky left quite a while ago to take Blakely to her appointment. Before she went, she sent me a screenshot. She finally got some stuff back on Craigslist. I'm going to have to move a few things around here. Make room to get something out of here. Another farmer. His home place is about 8 miles from us that way. But he's got another farm, old dairy he picked up quite a few years ago, or I think his sister bought it. He farmed, I don't know. He's got a lot of equipment over there. It's only about 2 miles from us. But the hopper trailer, as of about 5 minutes ago, is sold. So I don't know how bad I want another project. Yeah, I know what you mean, because she's not the prettiest. She needs some work. But he's got some pretty good guys in the shop. A big enough shop to get it in and actually work on it. So that's one less thing to worry about. And he might even be interested in some bins at some point. I told him, yeah, I'm thinking about getting rid of them. He asked if there's anything in them, and I said, nope. I'd like to have that one gone. We talked about moving it a long time ago. And actually what we talked about is all 4 bins are the same diameter. The 2 tall ones are Sue's. That's an American and a Stormware. So they may or may not all bolt together. But we talked about, since the door on that one's a pain in the ass, adding that to the top of that one, and then maybe adding another ring on the others. But you know, we're not doing that much anymore. Haven't done any in a few years. So anyway, get that out of here, and then I have a place I can stuff the other flatbed. Although stuff it back here, we can't get in to get cabs in and out, but then it wouldn't be out in the middle of the yard all the time, is my thinking. Anyway, just a little bit of good news. Come get it here in about a week, give or take. And I got the wire run, got the conduit all up. I just gotta take everything apart and put it all back together. Worked out just right. And I broke an insulator right there. That doesn't need one there anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm not going to go up there and mess with it. get this together, and I know Ty's not going to be feeling up to helping, so I may have to just bring the skid steer in and set it up at the height I think I need and climb up a ladder to get on it. I mean, really, I could do it off the ladder, but I don't want to try to hold that bracket up there and get it mount or stand on a ladder. That's just not something I want to do. There it is. It's together. Yeah, notch that for that. Kind of a pain in the butt getting in there. Notch it because I already had that in. And I just realized something. The nut's loose on that, but it ain't going anywhere. So I am not taking that back apart to get into that. These things are a pain in the ass. The only good thing is it's got this plate behind it, which is one piece. So it's lined the two switches together, but you still got to get everything lined up and get the screws in. And obviously there's power here. There better be power at that plug-in down there. I better not have looked the other way at the wrong time or something. I'd have been done a little sooner, but Ty had the puppies out here and Blakely out here. If I'd have had an extra hand to run the camera while I was doing what I was doing, I could have got them. They walked down almost down to the concrete pile and back up. But about where we turn in to feed the steers, Blakely decided she was done walking. Because she already went from the house and came back here before I came out. And back to the house. And then after I came out, which was like 5 minutes after she made it back to the house, she went to the barn and checked the cows and then came back here to make sure I was doing my job right. Then went down there. So she had a long walk. And her shots today, apparently she was a good girl. She actually almost cried more getting a Band-Aid took off here than she did getting her shots. Happy-go-lucky when she got home. So I'm going to go put a bunch of stuff away. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get somebody to run the elevator for me or not. I got to get the cameras that are going out here paired to the monitor and figure out where they're really going to be. And I can pair them out here because I got the plug-ins up there. There's an extra one anyway. Plug the monitor into there and play with them a little bit. But I think I'm mostly going to go by where the cords will let them reach. And try it that way. And I really wish the camera at the other end would connect, but it won't. You know, when we were in the trailer, it still would because it's straight through there. But with the monitor in the house, it won't do it. And we got enough cable to run the antenna clear down here, but I don't know that it's going to be worth it. Although we might hook the cable up and hold the antenna down here and see if it connects, because it would be nice to have the view for both directions. Really would. But get what we get. I let the cows in a little early. I'm done for the day. I just fed the bulls and the steers. I got that thing up there. I don't know how well you can see it. I can see it, just barely. They're chomping at the bit for their grain. I'm glad I didn't do what I thought about. I thought about putting the light on and then putting it up, because then I wouldn't have to reach to get the light later. Well, I'm glad I didn't, because it was heavy enough the way it was. And then while I was sitting there with the skid steer, I checked. Not sure I'm going to be able to reach it from the skid steer. I think we're going to have to get the John Deere and put the almighty cage on there. Which means I definitely got to have somebody to run it. Yeah, I got the ladder full of shit again too. Where I had the skid steer, that was just the perfect height to use that ladder and get up. So anyway, you've seen our day. Most of it anyway. Ty is doing better than she was this morning. She's eating some junk food, basically trying to get some calories. And Blakely's been happy-go-lucky all afternoon. I've been in a couple of times. Take a break, and she's been a happy camper. So. And I think, I'm hoping I'm going with them. I think I'm going with them to take Blakely home. And I was hoping when Ty was in here earlier, she'd fill these buckets, but no. Hi, how are you? And my back was doing really good right up until I was done hanging that bracket up. And I leaned down to sit the little impact down, and that was it. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Well, see what tomorrow brings. And hey, hope you had a great Monday. Hope you'll have a great Tuesday.